with we don't. Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and we've already had our technical problems, so maybe we're free. And hi, Maddie. How are you doing?
Oh, thanks for the chuckle. I'm doing okay today.
Right. That's good. And by the way, this is this, that, and the other thing. And anything you have questions on the energy, please feel free. But just questions on energy, even with its questions on the energy and how it's probably affecting you, that would be fine. It's just, I'm not, pardon?
Just no interactive questions.
Yeah, we're not doing personal questions. Well, there are personal, but different kind of personal questions. So I do think the energy is starting to become not easier, but less aggressive.
Lighter.
Yeah.
It's definitely lighter than it has been for me anyway.
Yeah. And I really, it's easier to deal with the energy. It's not less aggressive, but it's less invasive.
Yes.
And that is a positive. So Lee Harris was saying that that it's coming to a point in our lives where instead of going I am, we're changing to we are. And that's it's very funny. I used to say when I was a kid, I used to say we, and everybody looked at me like I was insane. And so I had to learn to go I instead of we. So I guess I was a little ahead of the curve way back then. I probably came in well informed for now, but that was 70 years ago, right? Or 60 years ago. Yeah, interesting. Because I could have taken who I was when I was a teenager and transplanted it to now. I was ideally suited for the new energy, not the old energy, not the old stuff we're leaving behind, but the new energy that's coming in. I would have been suited for now.
Right.
Because I had to learn not to be like that. Now I have to relearn how to be that.
Yeah.
So you usually have something you've picked up for the day. What do you have?
Yeah, I do. We are finally today. I think today's last day of Mercury retrograde.
I think so.
So it says Mercury is finally moving forward. This is by Ruby Page. It says, hey there, guess what? Mercury is about to leave its retrograde cycle. Can I get a big hurrah?
Yes. I don't know
Deep sigh of relief, everyone.
I don't know how many people have messaged me and says, I just cocooned for this cycle.
Well, normally Mercury retrogrades they're usually pretty good for me on the luck side and energy wise, and not this time around. It was total opposite. Everything that could go wrong seemed to go wrong. My energy was right in the toilet. I could have just stayed in bed all day. I was dizzy and tired, and it was not good.
Yeah, okay. It depends how it affects you in your because sometimes a Mercury retrograde or whatever will not affect you if your particular signs are not interacting with it. But if your signs were because for years and years and years, I never had any trouble. And then the last 2 or 3 years, I started to have problems with the retrogrades of all descriptions. And I think it has to do with where my sign is. I do believe that Lilith is 6 degrees of Libra. And I'm thinking, I wonder how that's going to affect me because I'm a Libran, right? And Lilith has to do with emotional trauma and stuff like that. But past emotional trauma, not new emotional trauma.
Right.
I hope so.
Hmm. So this says mentally strong Mercury, the planet influencing our thoughts, communication, and actions, is finally turning direct this afternoon after being in retrograde since August 5th. In the weeks ahead, those annoying issues with communication, decision making, and glitchy electronics will start to ease up. Slowly but surely, making decisions will get easier. Patience is still key here, as it takes time for Mercury to fully get back on track. But hey, at least we're moving in the right direction now. If you've had projects or plans stuck in limbo over the past month, you can gradually start them up again with a better chance of success. Just take it slow and steady. There's a lot of info coming our way, and it can be a bit overwhelming. The post-shadow period of Mercury retrograde can still throw some curveballs our way, so it's smart to wait a bit before making any big decisions. The Mercury retrograde shadow period runs through September 11th, 2024. Move ahead cautiously and hold off on long-term commitments for now. Back up your computers and phones. Organize your passwords if you can. Ha! And make sure
I just let the password manager manage my passwords.
make sure your cloud storage is all set. Stay on top of your bills and keep things organized. These steps can help you avoid some of the leftover chaos from the shadow period. This time after Mercury's retrograde, with all the other cosmic energies thrown in, can feel like a lot to handle. Finding clarity might be tricky under this energy. Use this post-shadow period to process what you've learned during the retrograde. You might have felt off balance, but think about the lessons you took away. What challenge or changes did the retrograde bring up? Use this time to reflect until Mercury is fully back to normal on September 11th. For instance, maybe you realized your friend was reacting to how you've been critiquing them. The shadow phase is perfect for improving how you express your feelings. Take some time to explain to your friend why certain things bother you, and this could be what mends the friendship. So, over the next few weeks, avoid making any sudden moves. If you need to make major changes, try to wait out until after September 11th when the post shadow phase is over. Stay safe and well. And then I have another one for the actual energies of today. You want me to read it?
Sure.
It says, as the moon shifts into inward Cancer for the next few days, we wake up feeling more emotional and sensitive. During this cycle, we may feel like staying close to home and dealing with our inner feelings. This energy is intense and can be irritating. As Venus opposes Neptune, it can play with our emotions. Problems can start if we have been irresponsible with money, relationships, or pleasure-seeking activities. There can be uncertainty in Venus-ruled areas of our lives like romance, social, fun activities, and money or business. Romantic likely relates to relationships and love. Social pertains to interactions with others. Fun activities suggest enjoyable pastimes, and money or business represents financial and professional matters. We may need to think about what's been dysfunctional and learn to give up unrealistic expectations so we can get ahead. Feeling more emotionally vulnerable, we are more susceptible to deceitful people, and situations. Don't fall for scams, gimmicks, or lies. It's best to wait before making important decisions about love, relationships, or money, as everything is foggy, and our perceptions are way off due to this transit and Mercury coming back out of retrograde. Confusion is strong. Mercury retrograde is direct this afternoon and done with its retrograde cycle, but don't get too excited just yet. Mercury stationing or stopping today can compound the problem. Mercury has been in retrograde since August 5th, and it's been an important time to reevaluate our routines and habits as we consider the deeper meaning of our hobbies, work and what we do for others. Now Mercury will retrace its steps, finishing its transits of Leo on September 9th, when it will re-enter Virgo once again. Mercury retrograde, post-shadow phase or retrograde cycle. Now that Mercury is headed into the right direction again and is slowly building up speed to get up its normal pace, a whole lot of information starts to come back in, and the floodgates open. Over the next few weeks, recent problems with communications and decisions could steadily improve. Some answers we've been waiting for can arrive. Plans or projects that have been stuck or delayed might now start up again, but we can be overwhelmed by all the information coming in, and it can be hard to make sense of it all. It's best not to make any major changes as of yet. This position of the Mercury retrograde post-shadow phase can be difficult to navigate and confusing, but it'd be over by September 11th, so try not to rush things or conversations, and don't share too much. Give Mercury time to get it together. Stay safe and
They
well.
said it's supposed to be retrograde, supposed to last till September 11th.
The shadow.
I've heard it was only 6 days, so it must be really, really much of a shadow.
Yeah, I think that this is, I think they did say that this was an extra powerful one.
Yeah, but that still seems a long time. That's 12 days. Well, there's 3 more days. 8, 20, 29, 30, 31st, 11. That's 14 days. I can't see it lasting 14 days.
Did it not say why? I
Yeah.
thought I had read that it said why it was lasting that long.
Yeah, I know.
It might have been something else that I was reading, but I think it's because this one's a pretty powerful one, and we're going into eclipse season. I think that starts September. The end of September? Is it the end of September? What's September? September 2nd is the new moon.
Yeah, in October, Libra is the end of September.
Mm-hmm.
But I still can't see it being that powerful that retrograde would last that long. Hi, Greek Maria.
Yeah, no, I read someplace else that it takes 2 weeks for the shadow.
I think they keep lengthening it. Because honestly, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can we had what, from the 5th of August till the 28th. That's already a long time, and we'd have it before the shadow starts before. It's basically, I don't think people can handle that much retrograde, whether it's true or not. I don't think they can handle that much retrograde. What do you think, Maria? Bring Maria's on.
Yeah, so hi, Maria.
I do believe she's in her car right now, though, so she can't probably can't type. So it's I did not sleep well last night for some reason or other. Yeah. I think the energy is new energies coming in. When new energy comes in, my body, when it comes in really strong, my body gets a feeling of electricity all through it, and I do not sleep. I get up and I cook or make something.
I have been getting a lot of chills in my
Yeah.
head.
Well, new energy is cold, right? So if you were getting chills, that just means,
Well, it's not cold chills. It's just like that tingling sensation.
okay, but that's also an indicator that
Or maybe that's what I was talking about when I was telling you that I had read someplace something about the energies making your scalp really itchy.
yeah, well, when it does that, basically it means that what is happening is a positive.
Mm-hmm.
because when your scalp crawls, or you think, you've got that feeling, you pay attention to what's going on around you, because that means that this is what's supposed to be happening. This is right.
Well, and I think I'm getting downloads of sorts because my
Yeah.
crown chakra has been tender
Headache.
and feels like throbbing, and
Yeah.
yeah.
And for me, I can't sleep at night because I feel like the electricity is going bing, 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 bing.
Mm.
Maria says, I don't think we are handling it very well. You're right. We're not.
Hi, Carol. Hi, Jen.
Yeah. And so that's pretty cool. Jen
For the
says,
energies, Jen says she's been getting the chills today, and my scalp has been so itchy. Mine too. They say put a little bit of coconut oil. That will help with the itch, apparently.
actually, also, I looked it up, baking soda and apple cider vinegar, and because it will help with the itch too. But um, if it's energy, then coconut oil is perfect. But if it happens to be a little bit of scalp itch, then apple cider vinegar and baking soda will help with that.
Jen says she can't sleep either.
Yeah, it's a lot of energy shifting. And I think too, I have been going through a lot of medical problems. When I get the results back, everything's fine. So I think it's also our bodies are resetting.
Mm-hmm.
So, so
I agree with that.
I'm not quite sure how long it will be before we live for another 130 years, but
Well, anything's possible. Now, that's what I was listening to. Listening to a podcast. I can't remember who it was. I got to start remembering these things, or at least marking them down or something. But they are talking that there is a man that is walking the earth now, and his name is Baba G, Babaji.
Baba G. Oh yeah, I paint pictures of him when 40 years ago when the kids
He
were.
was apparently 2,500 years old in his
Yeah,
25-year-old body. So
yeah,
if one person can do that, then we can all do that.
yeah. No, Baba G. He's really. I painted a picture of him when, let's see, Jen, who's like almost 37, was four or five, and I did it in 3 days, and I know for a fact that it was channeled because it came out beautifully.
Yeah.
And I've never ever done a face
Well, I'm
with.
going to look him up because I have never even heard of him before this.
Oh no, he's very, very famous. Yeah.
Carol says the water the water here has changed and everyone is super itchy.
I wonder if the water changing has something to do with the way the earth is shifting and changing.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah.
that could very well be. Jen said she just started it today. Never usually have that problem with itchy. I've had this itchy scalp for betcha at least the last week and a half, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just driving me crazy. I feel like I've got dandruff, but I don't.
Well,
I feel like
if
my
it
scalp is
happens,
dry, but it's not.
so if it happens to be a little bit of a virus, or not a virus, fungus,
Hmm.
Selsun Blue works really well. You
Mm-hmm.
only need to wash your hair once or twice with it. And then the Selsun Blue lasts for years.
Well, it's not too bad today.
Yeah,
Thank goodness.
but the baking soda and apple cider vinegar, I used it and works really well.
Hmm.
And it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use apple cider vinegar and baking soda for everything, along with castor oil. You can't miss.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see what my eye test comes back next week because I have been putting castor oil on my eyelids.
It should make a difference.
And last year he put me on special eye drops because he said I had high pressure in my eyes, and I was starting this peripheral vision disease, which I really honestly don't think I am.
Yeah, with you don't think you are, you're probably not. People
No.
know their own bodies better than
I mean, I would think that I would notice some kind of a difference going on with my eyes, but I mean, the only difference I see is what I hear the symptoms of ascension are when the angels are visiting, like the flashes on my
yeah, and the
peripheral
ringing in the
vision
ear.
and seeing things. And
Yeah. Oh, and we're supposed to be able to see, and I know not this week, I haven't heard it, but seeing things out this corner of your eye, people
yeah,
being there that aren't there and
hmm
stuff like that. So that's all part of the ascension we're going under.
excuse me.
So Carol says the water is being treated with so many chemicals. You're not drinking that water, right, Carol?
I wouldn't be. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure she's smart enough to not be drinking that water.
And also you can get shower heads that will take out the chemicals
Hmm
in the shower, and that I highly recommend that, honestly, because otherwise the water,
You have some that have crystals in the shower head too.
you can do that too. I think you can get the mix.
Hmm
Yeah. I need to get shower
Our
head.
water. And it's one thing my sister loves when she comes here is the water. Her skin's so soft and her hair is
Yeah.
manageable. And
Well, yeah, Jen, when she's in Edmonton, she notices a huge difference when she comes here.
hmm
So that's good, because you really should be careful of that water. We
yeah,
went to the honey man, the bee man,
yeah,
and Jen bought the honey cream for her face,
uh-huh.
and she says it's amazing the difference.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
hasn't been using it that long either.
No, she's noticed it the same day.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it doesn't, it's very expensive, but it goes really far. So Lori Sue, hi Lori Sue.
Hi.
My depth perception is permanently affected by MS. It is not the end of the
It's not the
world,
end of the
simply a
world.
different
It's
way of
simply a
managing.
different way of managing. Yeah.
But
Can't beat rainwater? I don't know about that, Carol. A lot of chemicals they put in our skies.
I think Lori Sue,
Is that
you
anything?
there's a lot of things you can do for the MS too, which I'm sorry you have that. I've known a few people with that. It's not a pleasure, but I
I'm
do
not a
think,
doctor or anything, but please try putting the castor oil in your belly button.
yeah, try, there's who's that doctor that, he's a little bit far out, but he's also has a lot of really good information.
I'm not sure.
Let me go see where if I can find him in my history, because I watched him today. Uh, yeah, this guy here, Eric Berg, BERGDC. And he might have some things that will help you. Because he suggests natural herbs and vitamins that will help mitigate the different physical reactions. Oh, they are. That's really good, Carol. I didn't know that. Because I did, well, I have a friend that her husband had it, and it was quite devastating for her.
Well, when I still lived in Alberta, I knew this couple, and she had MS to the point where she was in the wheelchair, uh, pretty dependent on her husband. And he did something pretty unthinkable, and he did tough love with her and made her do things for herself. And I tell you, when I knew her, she was dancing and walking and had no signs of MS whatsoever. It was actually amazing.
So Jennifer, Lori says she does organic, she works rather than with, oh, awesome. So you're ahead of the game then, aren't you? So one of the things I would suggest for you, Lori, is when you look at things differently, think of it as looking at it from as a psychic viewpoint rather than a physical viewpoint. And you might find that if you can use it as a psychic shift, that it makes it works better for you. And that's just what I was just told, that you're seeing things that are more intuitive that way, if that makes any sense.
Mm.
Because I just got that hit, so I would assume it's right.
There, she says there is a reason unique to the individual for having MS.
Okay,
Greek Maria says, I like him. I'm assuming she's talking about the doctor that you just, or the guy, Eric Brigg.
yeah,
Oh,
Dr.
Eric Brigg. Yeah, I know who you're
You
talking
know
about.
him.
Yeah, I really like.
It must be Wednesday. But that's awesome, Laura. You
I'm
really
gonna just take this if you don't mind.
it's really good that you it's really good that you are handling it so well. And I'm glad you joined us. I love hearing new things like that. And JEL says she's sending love and support for, I assume for you, Lori, from Florida.
Hi.
Hi, you're back, eh?
Just, somebody looking for money. I thought it was somebody else from Vancouver area, but it wasn't.
Yeah, more people. That's another thing too, that one of the psychic things said was be careful of scams in the next little.
Oh, I've donated to these people every year, so it's for the Elks camp for the kids.
Okay.
So normally I do donate to them. I just told her I was busy right now. You're gonna have to call back.
Okay. But still, that's one of the things that they were saying.
That's what I just finished reading on that thing. Be careful of scammers and
Yeah.
false.
Okay, so your information went along with my information too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Joe, Brina, been a while since I've seen you. Oh, been a while. Yeah, well, you're new to me, so hi.
Yeah. We're on usually 1:30 Pacific time.
And Carol says, yes, quality care. It's managing living with it. Gel, is that Gel? Is that how you pronounce that?
Is he on there? I can't see him.
JEL. Yeah, sending love and support from Florida.
Oh,
Uh,
JEL.
and
I
it's
think it's,
been a while since I've seen you.
yeah, a JEL. Yeah, I just think it's because they're all capitals. It's probably JEL. Gel.
Mm. Well, I said it's a new name to me, so hi, nice to see you, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Lori says, having MS has actually taught me more about my reason for existing and for my purpose of being. So though challenging, I chose from the beginning to have it benefit me. That's awesome.
And
That's
from what
most definitely a good way of dealing dealing with it, having it, going through it.
And from what I'm picking up there, you're actually going to continue to evolve spiritually through it. And your intuitions, pay attention to your intuitions. They're going to become even more precise than they have been in the past. And the compassion that goes with it will be really impressive. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, she says it's her initials.
Oh, Janet Elaine, don't want to put my last name. That's fine.
I,
You don't have to.
I don't think you should actually, yes.
um, but yeah, nice to meet you. I don't know if you ever join in on Sundays, but on Sundays, Elijah and I do interactive where you can ask questions about your spirit guides or any things that are coming for you. Or,
Yeah,
so we do that at 1 o'clock, 1:30 on 1:30 on
1:30.
Sundays.
We get on, you and I start talking at 1, but
Yeah,
we go on at 1:30.
right. Well,
Awesome,
it'd be
Lori.
nice to see you there on Sunday.
Yeah,
Laurie says, thank you. Yes, I have noticed exactly that. Great. That is awesome.
it really is.
Well, and I don't know for sure, but I have found that a lot of people that have something going on with them are either more spiritually inclined than most people or find spirituality through it.
And honestly, I do think our bodies are changing.
Oh, they are most definitely.
Because like I said earlier, I'm going through a reboot. I ran into this guy on YouTube and I was listening to him and I go, oh, I've been saying that for a long time. Oh, yeah, I agree with that. I've been saying that for ages. And one of the things he said was after sometimes you lose words because you just in a space where words don't make sense. And I'm going, okay, that I understand quite well. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Jill says I have chatted with Elijah before here. I will try to be here. I'm Eastern
So
Standard Time.
1:30,
Yeah.
32 is 4:30 your time.
Oh, on Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
I'm thinking, no, no, it's only 5:30 our time.
Yeah, Eastern State. Yeah, I know. I've been doing things with time for so long now that I generally don't have. I can pick between the East Coast and West Coast. I usually find it's when it goes to other countries that I get a little muddled.
Mm-hmm.
Like India, it's a half hour. It's 12 and a half hours.
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
So with it 6 o'clock here, it's 6:30 there, but in the morning.
Right.
I don't think,
Carol says
Carol,
it's 8:30 there. My body doesn't want to do any more cleaning.
yeah, just don't
Uh,
come.
Mine doesn't either, but that doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter what we want.
Nope, it doesn't matter.
And Jill says, okay, 4:30. Okay, thank you. That's Sunday. Yes, on Sunday.
Yeah. And my brain is on deactivate because I slept like 3 hours last night.
Uh, yeah, that's one thing I am definitely not having problems with sleeping, but I honestly think that it's what I'm drinking in my tea before bed.
Yeah.
Is well, we all know that marijuana is legal in Canada, and we all know that I grow. Well, we all don't know, but I grow my own plants, and so I have just been taking a tiny little bit of a bud and putting it with some mint and making a tea. And I sleep. I haven't even been waking up during the night. I don't think I wake up at like 6 or 7 in the morning.
Yeah. No, I had trouble sleeping because I felt like I had electricity running through my body.
Yeah. Well, you got the energies going through you.
Hmm.
It's affecting me probably the other way and helping me sleep, I guess.
It doesn't happen every night, but it's just about when I'm going to go to sleep. I'll go, okay, now it's coming on. So I get up and I cook or I might as well do something
Well,
productive.
and here's for our cooking section of the show. So I think I told you that I made that crust with the cottage cheese. So
Yeah, yeah.
I have 1 cup cottage cheese, 2 eggs,
2
and
eggs.
then whatever spices that you like. I
Hmm.
put onion powder and pepper, but you can put whatever you like in it. Blend it so that it's smooth and a liquid, and then put it on a greased parchment paper on a baking sheet and bake it 45 minutes at 350. Oh my lord, it makes the best thin crust pizza ever. I mean, it's really high protein, There's
Yeah,
cottage cheese and eggs, lots of protein, right? And then if you're putting meat on top of that, then you got more protein. But oh my goodness, it is so good. I think I ate that whole thing all by myself in a matter of a couple hours, just nibbling on it.
because it's got the taste. Oh yeah. What I did was I made coconut milk and
Mm,
I had all this coconut left over. And I'm thinking, what do I do with it? So I put chocolate chips in it and coconut and then I put it in the little balls and put it in the fridge
mm.
because I didn't want to I had 3 cups of coconut, right? I didn't want to throw it out.
Carol says, way to go, Maddie. Herbal is best. Yes, ma'am, it is. Butter. I got butters. I make my own butters. I do coconut oils. I make tinctures. I do gummies. I do cookies. I do a lot with it. And then I just give it away to people that need it.
Yeah.
Because
I
somebody did that for me when I had cancer. They gave me butter and 2 plants to grow, and so now whenever I hear somebody in need, it's my mission to just give them what they need to help them.
yeah, it's one of your missions, not your singular mission.
No, well, yeah, one of my missions.
Yeah.
What else was I going to say? Oh, when you were saying that you were doing that, so and then I tried another recipe. It's a caramel sauce made from dates.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It is so good.
It,
Doesn't really taste like caramel sauce, but it gives you that sweet kick. And it's a cup of dates. You take that and you just soak them in warm water to soften them up. Put them in your blender with a half a cup of coconut cream with the coconut milk mixed it together to make a half a cup. A
mhm.
little pinch of salt and maybe an eighth of a teaspoon of cinnamon. So I'm going to say cinnamon. I, being the idiot that I am, thought I'm not going to measure. I'll just go with the cinnamon and the whole damn thing and just about. So it's very cinnamony,
Yeah.
but it is very good.
They
And I
say,
just eat it with apples, strawberries. That's another thing I did too. So I read someplace that if you buy strawberries, don't wash them, put them in glass jars, and put them in your fridge, they'll last forever.
oh, really?
I totally forgot that I had done that, and it's been at least 2 weeks. I pulled those strawberries out yesterday, and they were just as fresh as the day I put them in there.
Oh, wow. That's really good.
So I think that happened. You can do that with a lot of the fruits, so that I mean, honestly, it lasts forever.
Yeah. It depends how big your fridge is, right?
Well, with if you're well, yeah, I guess. I mean, if you're not putting a lot of other stuff in there.
Because I have yogurt that we make. I have kefir that we make, a kombucha and a ginger that we make, and it
Uh,
does make a difference, though. Oh,
Carol
Carol,
says Lori might find herbal help. I don't know, Lori. Have you ever tried herbal help? As in the green kind. Put strawberries in gin. Oh, I do that with raisins.
yeah, I do too.
Except for this last batch I did. I don't know what is going on with the raisins, but they are different tasting from the first batch I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you get them?
Where did I get them? I think these are organic ones from the health store.
Okay, I don't know then, because I bought mine at Askew's.
Yeah. Well, I think I went to ask it. Where did I go? No, I think it was No Frills, and I was asking one of the young gals that stock shelves if they had any golden raisins, and she's like,
What?
"What?" I said, "Golden raisins. They're yellow." She's like, "They don't have golden raisins." Yeah, they do. I have been buying them forever.
For years. Her mind probably went to a different total.
I tell you, I just threw her right for a loop by asking for golden raisins.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah.
But anyway, so we do the golden raisin thing, and you're supposed to take what, nine
Nine.
of them?
9 a
in the
day.
morning or at night or before you go to bed. I don't know. I don't even count. I just take a big spoonful and eat them because they're so
Yeah,
good.
I grab a handful. You know,
But it's supposed to be a really good immunity booster, right?
it's immunity and anti-inflammatory.
Mm.
And basically, all diseases are inflammation, some form of inflammation, right?
Wow, they have botanical hemp gin in Australia.
I don't think I've seen that here, but then I do not know much about alcohol.
I have never seen hemp gin here. But then, of course, I don't go to the liquor store because I hardly drink, and I have an overload of alcohol from my sister bringing it from Alberta when she comes to visit. So
So the one thing though about the gin, it has to be the one from the seed, not the one from wheat. When,
gin is made from juniper berries.
yeah,
There's no other way to make it. It's just juniper berries. Lori says, yeah, because grapes are only purple.
no, you can get yellow grapes.
We can get green grapes.
Yeah, but I've had
There's
yellow.
yellow grapes too. I've seen and champagne colored grapes,
Yeah.
and I think they're out of Japan, coming out of Japan now. They're a champagne color.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've seen them in the stores. They're quite.
And I've seen some that are pink too. And
Mm-hmm,
it's not just pink, it's almost a fluorescent pink.
mm-hmm.
I know my daughter Jen, she loves them. Me, I'm not so fussy about them, but
I tasted these ones, and they're kind of like a floral tasting, like a flowery taste to them.
huh.
They're quite different from a regular red or green grape.
Oh, she was Oh, yeah, where were you where were you raised? Were you raised in California then, Lori?
Sorry?
Well, Lori says she was raised in wine
She was
country.
being facetious. She was raised in wine country. Of course, hence the funny face that you made after that. Should look a little closer.
I don't read those things. I look at them and go, okay.
And Carol said that they make that hemp gin in her little town.
Okay, that would be really
Now,
cool.
is that Carol's little house that we saw?
Yeah.
I love it, Carol. It
Mhm.
has great energy. If I were you, I'd be jumping all over that.
I think it's ideal for you also for the store part. I think it would be great. And California, we where we live, we are also in wine country. Different kind of different kind of grapes, but
Northern wine country, but we're still in big wine country. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Actually, somebody gave me a whole basket of Concord grapes the other day. I've still got to try and find a recipe for that.
you need a sieve to put everything through too, don't you?
I have, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got strainers, and they say just use cheesecloth.
Yeah.
But I got it takes a couple of days to make from the recipe I found. You have to do the jelly one day and then let it sit at least overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Then to make your jelly so that the sugars don't crystallize or something.
My one of the best jellies I've ever had was the Oregon grape jellies.
Carol says could put whatever in the gin. Might have to try the grapes. I'm on to it, ladies. Good girl. Laurie says, personally, I'm quite fond of gin. Not so much hard alcohol, but definitely gin.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know I'm not a big drinker either, and
When
I
I
have,
was, when I was vodka was my go-to.
but I do have gin on hand just for the raisins, actually.
Hmm.
Oh, I that's a lie. I have wine, cooking wine from Japan, I think it is, or China, but I've never tasted it as a drink.
Well, it's cooking wine. It would not be a good drink.
I have no idea.
I do.
Oh,
I do because I tasted it thinking it was, wine. Way back when I was still quite naive about alcohol, and yeah, it's not very tasty.
When I was young, I was working at a home, at a workshop sort of place for people who were handicapped. And there was a bunch of men that lived at this one home. And they were all ex-alcoholics whose brain had gone a little, they couldn't live in society. And we got a donation of bottles of aftershave and things like that. And I look at it and I thought, can't do anything with it. So I gave it to all these guys. The next day, the lady who managed the home they lived in came in and took a strip off me. They drank it. And I guess she had like, there was 5 of these ex-alcoholics with no brain power left. I guess they were drunk. Oh, that
Oh,
was
there you are. I'm
that,
glad.
yeah,
Probably froze up, but for me it was you.
yeah.
Laurie says, "Damn, spell check. It's gone rogue. I blame Mercury going direct. We're going to blame Mercury for everything."
I know. But like I said, there's Lilith is 6 degrees of Libra, and that's going to bring up a lot of intense emotions from the past. And I forget what else it does. That because I got hooked on the intense emotions. I thought, no, I don't want that.
Um, Carol says this store has a bottle shop. What kind of bottle shop?
I drink moonshine.
And Carol says the farmers used to bring all of their goods to the store, then drink moonshine. Laurie says that's funny. I now live in the South where moonshine and roadkill rule. Make roadkill stew.
Yeah, do you remember the Beverly Hillbillies? They used to have the roadkill stew and there'd be heads sticking out of the stew and everything. Or when my kids were little, we used to have an ongoing uh, joke when we're driving about roadkill. We have roadkill this and we're going to have it for supper.
Roadkill omelets, roadkill sandwiches. And Carol says it sells everything. So it's a functioning store already. You wouldn't have to do anything to set it up. That's even better. Should start putting some crystals in there.
Yeah, well, she can have a blast.
Sunday roadkill stew.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things we used to do a lot of was talk about stuff, and my kids were really good at it.
Carol says there is a massive storerooms of alcohol. I'll need to keep it together.
What you do is you invite other
Too bad
people.
we weren't closer. I'd come and help you out there, Carol.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
And Lori says from the real inbreds of Roadkill Holler. Oh, this is an enjoyable show today. I've never laughed so much. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, Lori. I like that.
And Carol says her crystals and her piano. Of course, that's what I was saying to Elijah. You should turn it into kind of like a little cafe where you can invite people to come and do some jam sessions, bring their guitars, and do
Yeah,
some singing. And
we'd love to visit, honestly.
I would love you. I would love to visit you too.
Well, you probably got a good chance of doing that in the next.
Yeah, I might.
Yeah, I still have to get my passport.
I think I've still got 3 years on my passport, so I
You
have.
can't leave that, so you have to get it redone before the last 6 months, or else they won't let you use it.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I know the kid had 6 months, and they were supposed to go to a hockey tournament or something, and they wouldn't let him leave the country because of it. 6 months, he had 6 months, but no, wasn't good enough. He was going for a week.
Carol says, yes, cafe. Wow, that sounds like it would be so much fun.
It would actually. I think your future looks bright, Carol.
Yeah.
You'll have to invite Lori down to do readings. Yeah, my passport was finished about 20 years ago and I haven't renewed it.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it doesn't take quite as long as it used to.
Well, no, I think that you can do it online now unless, and I forget what the unless is. Unless it's a brand new one.
Hmm.
But we just go down here to ours and just get
Yeah.
it simple.
Yeah, well, our town's so small, you can pretty much get in and out
Yeah,
same day.
I just haven't done it. So Lori says, oh my gosh, the people here, I swear the neighbors prepare roadkill casseroles daily.
The vultures circling here never go away, especially in the summer months.
I would love to see that.
That's funny. And Carol says, yin and yang, good and bad, happy and sad. Nothing's ever easy. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, but there has to be a balance,
Mm-hmm.
either short term or long term. So people who've had the, oh my God, I can't handle it, should have the swinging to the other end where things are good and
Oh,
positive.
I sure hope so. I'm on that swinging pendulum.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh yeah, yeah, because you've got a beautiful place. But I think you're going to find that your social life is so busy that you're never going to leave home.
well, not if you buy that little place. It is. Elijah showed me pictures of it, by the way. I think it's amazing. Like I said,
Yeah.
the energy right away struck me as bright and upbeat and sunny and
Yeah, just be watch out for the Karens that happen to be that happen to be along the road lately.
more roadkill. Fingers crossed, Carol. I want to help the homeless. So isn't that nice? So do a little soup kitchen on the side or something.
Well, she says she has a functioning business for kitchen, so that's something she could do.
Yeah.
I don't know what the laws are down there, but you
So
got,
somebody told me that if you take a plastic bag, put water in it, and take tinfoil balls and put them inside the water, then hang it, you will not have flies. They lie.
uh,
They lie because I have got one that has been pissing me off all day. And I can't kill him. Every time I take my shoe off or get the fly swatter out, he totally disappears.
I know, I think they go between,
They go, uh-oh, she's at her again. Let's hide for a minute.
because I know I have a fly swatter and I've got and they're gone. Mind you, I can't actually work. I don't have I don't have the right motion for fly swatters anymore. But what I did get, because I couldn't handle it anymore, was the sticky thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm amazed how fast it works.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not very nice, but your sons will be serving, you mean
For the
Carol? I think Carol has two sons.
they'll be serving. I'm assuming that they will be helping her and her when she helps the homeless out.
Yeah, I'm sure they
Laurie says you're singing my song. You're singing my song of the people tonight. Roadkill
will.
polka.
The only polka I can remember is the too fat polka. Remember that one? She's too fat, she's too fat, she's too fat for me. And then it's she's just right, she's just right, she's just right for me. Remember the polka?
Oh yeah, yeah. I grew up with polka.
Yeah.
Um, Carol also says she'll be making homemade relish, pickled jams, and marmalades, and I'll send you a gift pack. Mmm. Yes, please.
I love. Oh, Carol's going to Carol. Carol
Roadkill.
writes songs.
Okay, we're going to have to hear this one.
Yeah, yeah. Carol's a songwriter, and can you tell? Can you write out, Carol, where you can listen to your songs because they're really good.
She's on Spotify, is she not?
She's on Spotify, yeah, and she has one that I really like. It's the astrology song,
Mm-hmm.
and
I think you sent that to me.
yeah, and it's really good. Carol made a laugh.
And Laurie says, a catchy tune, soon to hit Spotify.
Yeah, there's a roadkill for tea. I'm sure it has blueberries in it as well, right?
There's a roadkill tea for that.
Oh,
Oh my God, thank you, ladies. You have no idea how I needed this laugh.
well, one of the things about the energy is, and I keep telling people over and over and over again, last Sunday, right? I don't, every second person almost, you need to laugh more, right?
Hmm.
So,
Well, it's been a while for me, that's for sure.
yeah,
Carl says, just peachy Spotify and YouTube.
yeah, that's her name is just Peachy.
Just Peachy? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll look for that because I was going to put Carol Peachy in, but if it's just Peachy, then that's what I will look for.
Yeah, and really, her songs are really good. I'm surprised that they haven't gone bigger, but that's just me. But the star sign song, just Peachy, general traits. Yeah, it was really good. And Carol said she made it. She said people, because she wrote that song, people will ask her about what's happening with astrology.
Oh,
They think she's an astrology. So it's Peachy with an E. No marketing.
okay.
Okay, I see what you mean. It's the EY. My I what else? Nothing. I have nothing. What
What?
I know
Wrong
that's
here.
very atypical, isn't it?
I say there is something wrong here if you got nothing.
Because usually I've got more going on, more thinking going on than oh, when no marketing when I'm gone.
I'm not sure I
Isn't
understand.
that a song? When I'm
It
gone.
will be now.
Gone.
They will.
Oh, okay, they will go viral. Okay, yeah.
It's kind of like the artists that get famous after they pass away, right?
Yep, yep. When you can't get any more. That works for me too. But don't rush it, Carol. I think people who live in the spiritual energy, we get to live a little bit longer. Yeah. It is a song, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Carol will know.
When I'm gone,
When I'm gone. Like I just lost
I think there is.
yeah, I just lost, like, I cannot carry a tune unless I'm singing with somebody who carries a tune.
I'm the same way. I have
Yeah.
a great voice, but not by myself.
Yeah. Well, Elle's got a really good voice, so I can sing with her. But she yells at me because I make up words.
I think we all do that.
I just go along with the idea of the song. But so So what have we haven't talked much about spirituality, but we are,
Started out good.
yeah, but I think that we're modeling how people want to enjoy life too, though. General traits won't change. Laugh out when I'm gone is another good song title. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but you have a lot of other songs too besides that one, right? I think you've got quite a few songs on there, if I remember correctly. I think I can see that little store becoming a hot spot, you know, like what are those places, the road inside inns? Where you go, they're far out in the country, but you drive out there because the entertainment's so great. What are these called? I don't remember.
I don't
Never
remember.
done it.
I don't really remember. And Carol also says general traits won't change when I'm gone. And another good song title. Carol says yes. Spotify has 9 originals.
That's good. And I'm sure she's got more songs than that too. Yeah.
Hmm.
So this is how I see the energy moving. I had it this afternoon. I thought about it and I thought this is what I'm going to say. And
And you're not.
yeah, it's a roadhouse. Isn't that yeah, I can see that being a destination spot.
Out of town by 20 minutes. Well, that's pretty good. 20 minutes is not too crazy.
Yeah, it still be a destination, right?
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
it should, I don't, plus 12 stars songs.
That's her,
Right.
that's another song.
I don't, so 20 minutes out of town, would you be able to maybe put some yurts or something up, little camping, glamping thingies out so that
Well,
people
she
can
lives in
come and snack?
Australia, so I think it's never winter there.
No, I know, but I mean for people coming out there and drinking, you don't want them driving.
Yeah, or have a designated driver.
Hmm.
I know my daughter,
Or have, yeah, a little bus, a little shuttle bus or something that
yeah,
goes back and forth.
yeah, my daughter, they're all, I don't, not so much now, but when they used to go out drinking, they'd always have a designated driver. I don't know how well that works, but
Probably not. Well, no, these days, back in our days, yeah, there was no such thing as designated drivers.
no, they didn't.
It was it was the one that could stand up the straightest.
Yeah.
How we got away with it, I do not know.
Well, back then the police were kind of different. Back then, they go up to the party hill where they had the
Mhm.
bonfires and smoking the illegals, and the police would smoke and laugh and play, and then they come to the bottom of the hill, go on duty and arrest people when they came down.
Yeah, she says yes, it's a roadhouse. She goes, no alcohol drinking on site, only out the back.
So there, yeah, that's where you need the glampings, where you can sit them around and make sure you have safe fire and somebody to roll them into bed. Do we sound like we know a little bit about life? I honestly, I was never a party girl, so I don't really know.
Oh, I did my fair share. I will get spot licenses.
What are those?
What are those? Is that to have yurts and stuff like that?
I think it's something that's unique to Australia, at least the name is.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks like it would be a fun little place.
So it's a quarter of an acre. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I had a farmette way back when, and it was 2.5 acres, and it was huge amount of space. There's forest in it. There was a place to keep my horses, and I had about half an acre of grass and a huge house. Yeah, it was a pretty cool place. Oh, okay, special occasion. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Have it like a destination wedding place or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Especially if they have roadkill. Roadkill.
Roadkill stew. That's your specialty on the menu tonight, folks.
Well, right now you're on 2.5 acres. It's a lot of land, eh, Carol? I know we had this great big old tree, and my ex lit a fire, and it went whoosh, and up right the poor tree got denuded. It survived, luckily, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we had a couple of horses back then. They were Pasafinos. They're the ones that have they don't trot.
Right.
Yeah. And I trained the horse myself, and he was bomb-proof basically. And that's spiritual nights, tarot readings.
That would be nice. That'd be a good one too. Spiritual, nice and nice. It's too bad I couldn't send you some of my smudge bundles for a fire pit.
Yeah, they'd be great.
So I make them. I wrap them in birch bark, and I stuff them with moss, lavender, wild sage. What else do I put in there? Moss, lavender, wild sage, and then I put just little twigs from the cedar trees. And when I get flowers, I dry them and then I put them under the full moon to get the full moon energies. And I also put those in.
Cool, cool.
And I have a little sign that says, "Fire light, fire bright, release all my wishes to heaven tonight."
So she has a pet sheep. What's its name, Carol? Those sound really, really nice. I think you gave me one years ago.
The smudge bundle?
I think so.
Yeah, probably. I
Yeah.
should really get cracking and make some more. Just, I don't know. I think that maybe I should start marketing them more. I am going to start doing my meditations again in house. So, for anybody that's watching that's in the Salmon Arm area, I think what I'm going to start doing is honoring Destiny and doing them around the full moon
Oh, okay, that's a good idea.
and kind of follow through with what she did, where you take all your endings, I guess, what you want to get rid of, burn them, and we'll put them in her little cauldron.
That's a good idea.
And then on the new moon, I will go and bury it. So that's my goal for starting up my meditations again.
So Carol, that's a great idea, but I was trying to send a small box to South Africa.
They're going to be so expensive to send
They
anywhere.
they wanted $175 just to send a small 10 by 6 by 2 box. And yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It costs more than the stuff that was inside.
Yeah. Like I only charged 15, $20 for one of them. You'd probably have to sell them for $80 just to make your money back.
Yeah, but we could check and see how much it would cost to send them by snail mail. Because it would have been like $60 to send them to South Africa, except that if they might never
I
got
would
there.
have to make up a bunch of them and bring them down and get them weighed to see first.
Well, that's easy enough to do. I mean, you get a box and everything, and you've got a scale at home, you can weigh them. Because I do mine online, and I take them and I pay, and I just put it in the post office and walk away. Because I don't like going to the post office.
Well, ours is pretty easy. Like the town I live in is so small, you can spit across town and hit somebody.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
It's never busy.
Yeah, I just don't. Oh, they're nice enough here in town too. I just don't like going to the post office. It's just one of those things like, it's not that I've had a bad experience, but I will procrastinate like crazy.
Hmm.
That's why I do it on.
My smudge bundles for when we're on doing this, that, and the other thing for the next time, so I can show.
Yeah,
They
that's a good
said
idea.
immigration might not like them because it is plants, although they're all dried. Everything's dry.
Doesn't matter. They won't let. I remember once when I was about 5, we were crossing the American border, and Mom had a bag of oranges. We had to sit and eat the whole bunch because they would not let us carry them across.
Oh, at least they let you eat them. Normally they just throw everything away, don't they?
Well, this was like 65, 66 years ago. They're a little more humane then.
Carol has post office rage. Can't stand it either.
That's why you do it online. All you need to have is measuring tape and scales. And then make sure the scale says ounce, does not say pounds, but kilos, because we're Canadian, eh?
All right. Yeah, see my scales in pounds.
Well, you can get them easily enough to, you can take the pounds and then go online and translate it to kilos.
Hmm.
That's what I do all the time.
Well, we're over our 6 o'clock time.
Okay, I'm ready. My brain is really even
I'm
out a
really
while
hungry.
ago.
I need to go and eat something.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
have a bath and just go crawl into bed. I have nothing going on for the rest of the week. My birthday's on Saturday, and I have no plans.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday to you.
And somebody says, "So
Happy
what? You're turning
birthday,
50?"
dear Maddie. Happy birthday to you and many more.
That's what my friend said. He says, so you're turning 50, right?" And I said, "You know how old I am." He goes, "Yeah, 50." And I said, "Okay, then I'm 50."
I had a friend was 26 for 26 years. Enjoy.
Well, I said to somebody there this morning when I saw my new counselor this morning, and we were talking about that, and I told her what age I was going to be, and I said, I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to act or how I'm supposed to feel. I said, I've never been this age before.
Right. She's never been
I
the
said, but
same
I
before.
feel like I'm in my 40s.
So Jenna AZ says, happy birthday, Maddie. I think that's our Jenna.
Oh,
Carol, she says, happy birthday, just singing along with me.
thank
And
you.
JEL says, happy early birthday. And I have to go to my phone is going to die. I have to charge. Okay, charge it for the nice chat.
Thank
I
you for the
appreciate
nice
all.
chat. Thank you also, Jel, for the nice chat because it was a lot of fun. I have
Yeah.
laughed a lot, and that felt so good. And
Yeah.
thank you all for the birthday wishes.
And please join in. This, that, and the other thing. It's for joining in.
It's for joining in about this, that, and the other thing. It's not necessary. We've missed the beauty section that we usually have.
So I think that's just spiritually we're evolving and we're becoming more beautiful. So that's all right. If you're beautiful inside, you're beautiful outside.
Yes, Jenna. Hi. I
Yeah,
to Greece, you lucky girl.
I told
Oh, sorry. Al told me you're going to Greece. You're so lucky.
yeah. One of these days, that's one of my places too. I want to go.
I would like, although my sister went and she said, if you're going to go, she goes, well, the places she went anyway. She said it was more like if you're a couple.
Yeah, but Maria knows Greece. She could give us all the information we need to
Well,
go.
and that's what I told my sister. I said, I got a friend that's like born and raised there. She was born and raised there, right? I said,
Yep.
"So she knows all the ends on all the good places to go." I said, I should have talked to her before you went just to get you to go in the good places.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, JL.
So maybe next time.
Sounds good. Well, next time will be 2 weeks from now. Next week will be Maddie's meditation.
Yes, on every other Wednesday, I do a meditation, although we still do talk for the first half hour about the energies
Yeah.
what's going on in the universe. And
Jenna says well, you should be, Jenna.
you should be very excited. I would be.
And
Even
the
when
rest
you're
of
going
us
by
are just
yourself,
agreed with
but
Andy.
that's big and brave going by yourself like that. I have a hard time just going to a restaurant and eating by myself.
She's actually going with a group.
Oh, well, even that's even better.
Yeah, so lots of like-minded people. So
Well, have a ton of fun.
yeah, and go.
Fun, Jenna. Are you going to be interested if I start my meditations up again to come?
She works in Kamloops.
Oh,
So it's a little bit far.
just a bit.
Yeah, but let her know. Never know.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I'll start doing that. Just now, there was a reason I was going to do the full moon because it's on a Wednesday night. So I'll probably do it on the Tuesday.
Or we could switch to Tuesdays too.
Nah, the full moon's still the full moon on the Tuesday.
Days is full moon for 3 days.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I can do it either one of those days.
Yeah.
We'll still have all the energies.
Yep.
Yeah.
It works really beautifully.
All right.
Let's call it.
Well, let's call it. Have a good evening, everybody.
She says,
Genesis. Families, but if she can, she'd love to. I will let you know. I'll message you and let you know when I'm doing them. If need be, I do have a spare bedroom that you can stay in.
Yeah, she's quite far out, even with it's 20 minutes from Salmon Arm.
Mm.
Basically, where I think her home farm is.
Mm.
So 30 minutes. I mean, it's not that hard. She's still young.
Yeah. Good night, Jenna.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Good day, Carol. Right, it's daytime there.
Yep.
And Michelle, nice to talk to you. Hope to see you on Sunday.
And Lori, have a good night's sleep because it's almost sleep bedtime there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost bedtime for me. It's my bath time and I haven't even had dinner yet.
Oh, you better rush then. Okay. Namaste.
Thank you, everybody. Hit the likes, subscribe if you haven't. Yeah.
And have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Today is a good day to have fun. Any day is a good day to have fun.